Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Dropping Dimes podcast daily dime series. This is now episode 13. And for today's episode, we have all the games, including the Mavs versus the Rockets historic night for LUKA Doncic, who had his 1000th career assist. And then for our quick dimer thoughts, we will be talking about the New York Knicks. And yes, sir, we have a special guest for today, JDR Machine, as we talk about the surprising New York Knicks. And of course, we still have the top plays of the night. Yes, sir. The Dropping Dimes podcast daily dime series starts right about. Let's wait for Mello. There you go. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Daily Dime series of the Dropping Dimes podcast by J.I. Dimes. If you haven't done it yet, please click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so that you can follow all the episodes of the podcast. Please feel free to also share the video, leave a comment, and smash on that like button. Okay, so again, welcome back to the Daily Dime series. We are now in episode 13. Yes, and for those who want to follow us, you can follow us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram. You can catch the episodes there as well. You can also follow us on Twitter. And then, as mentioned in the previous episode, I'm currently working on the Pinterest page. And you can also follow the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Currently still working on putting the episodes there as well. So let's kick off the episode with the travel back in time. Okay, so way back January 4, 2005. Wow, that was a long time ago. We were still in our final stretch there of our high school lives. Way back. That was way back. So January 4, 2005. The Jermaine O'Neal of the Indiana Pacers scored 55 points in a 116-99 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, so of course that was what could have been season for the Pacers. We all know what happened there. The malice in the palace. So there, still. January 4, 2005, around what? That was 16 years ago? Jermaine O'Neal balled out. So that is it for our travel back in time. Let's now go to our Spin and Dime segment. Okay, so for our Spin and Dime segment, again, this is in collaboration with Sports Daily News. You can follow them on Instagram at sports_daily news_. So let's kick it off with the Pacers winning against the Pelicans by 2 points. The Bucks, led by Giannis, won against the Pistons 125-115. The Boston Celtics, who had a monster performance from Jason Tatum, defeated the Toronto Raptors. And now we also have the New York Knicks, yes sir, winning against the Atlanta Hawks. And then the Miami Heat bouncing back with a 118-90 win over the OKC Thunder. And then the Sixers are now 6-1 as they defeated the Charlotte Hornets 118-101. The Orlando Magic also moving to 5-2 as they blew out the Cleveland Cavaliers 103-83. And of course, the Houston Rockets, led by Luka Magic, who showed up with a triple-double, won by 3 points against the Houston Rockets. So let's go to our featured game. Featured games. We have 4 featured games for today. Let's start off with the first one. Okay, so this is our first feature game. Dallas against Houston. And What was the story of the game? LUKA Magic. LUKA Doncic. What a career night. Milestone for him. Milestone game. 1,000th assist of his young career. Wow, this guy is simply magical. And he really balled out today. Mavs winning 113-110. LUKA 33 points, 16 rebounds, and 11 assists. That's what we're talking about. LUKA is back to his nakaka-LUKA self. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 30 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists. And Willie Cauley-Stein, 15 points, 7 boards, and 2 assists. And a fight with DeMarcus Cousins. And then James the Beard Harden, 21 points, 3 boards, 10 assists. Still with the Rockets, by the way. Christian Wood, another solid performance. 23 points, 7 boards, and 0. Well, did not have an assist. And then Eric Gordon, 20 points, 5 boards, and 2 dimes. Let's now go to our second featured game. For a second featured game. This was Emmanuel Quickly to Austin Rivers for the dagger. What a shot, and what a performance also by the rookie from Kentucky, Emmanuel Quickly. Austin Rivers has been instrumental here for the Knicks ever since coming back from the injury. So the Knicks, again, congratulations to Sir Johnmer Mangotara and Papi Miguel Estepas. Their New York Knicks. Hashtag New York forever. Winning against the Atlanta Hawks 113-108. RJ Barrett. Wow, 26 points, 11 boards, and 5 dimes. Julius Randle continues to play well. 28 points, 17 boards, 9 assists. And then the rookie Emmanuel Quickly, 16 points, 2 boards, 1 dime. Trae Young had 31 points, 2 boards, 14 assists. DeAndre Hunter had 23, 8, and 1, while John Collins had 18, 8, and 1. But unfortunately, the Hawks losing to the Knicks. Let's now go to our third featured game. For our third feature game, here comes Big Ben attacking the basket. No problem for Big Ben. A little bump, and then the finish. Okay, so the Sixers easily beating the Charlotte Hornets 118-101. They are now 6-1. Tobias Harris continues to ball out with 22, 5, and 2. Big Ben 12, 10, and 6. And Joel Embiid had 14, 11, and 4. LaMelo Ball for the Hornets continues to play well. 12 points, 7 boards, 9 dimes for the dime dropper. Gordon Hayward had 18, 8, and 2. Happy that Hayward is playing well for the Hornets. And then Devontae Graham. Yeah, the biggest surprise last year. 15, 2, and 1. And now for our fourth featured game, we have the Pacers versus the Pelicans, and this was the dagger shot by the Prez. Yes, sir. Malcolm Brogdon. Simple but effective. Now let's go to the stats. Pacers winning by 2. Oh, let me fix that. That's supposed to be 116. Yes, sir. Let's fix that. There you go. Pacers winning 118-116 as Malcolm Prez Brogdon had 21, 7, and 11. Victor Oladipo, silently balling for the Pacers, 25, 5, and 6. And Domantas, my man, Sabonis, 19, 11, and 7. B.I., Lonzo, and Zion all had great games, but unfortunately they lost. Brandon Ingram had 31, 4, and 8. Lonzo had 18, 6, and 6. And Zion had 24, 10, and 2. So those are the feature games for today. Thank you again to Sports Daily News for all the updates and also the stats. Please follow them on Instagram. Let's now go to the quick timer thoughts. Okay, so for our quick dimer thoughts, we have our guest, JDR Machine. The second guest of the podcast. Let's all welcome JDR Machine. Yes, sir. Where are you, JDR Machine?
Here.
Okay, so JDR Machine will be talking about the New York Knicks. Are you a fan of the New York Knicks?
Kinda.
Why kinda?
Because I'm really a fan of Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers. Okay, so what can you say about the New York Knicks? They've been winning. What can you say about them?
I think the New York Knicks wins because they have a good coach and they also work together, and they also have RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Austin Rivers.
Do you think the New York Knicks will make the playoffs, JDR Machine?
Yes,
Why? Why do you think will they make the playoffs?
because they have good players and they're working together, like I said.
Thank you, JDR Machine. Thank you for spending some time with us. We'll see you again next time, JDR.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so thank you, JDR Machine, for sharing your thoughts. And now we'll be talking about the New York Knicks, the surprising New York Knicks. They are now 4-3 and looking really good under Thibs. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening. I have to be honest. I don't really. I wasn't a very high with the Knicks. I don't really trust the Knicks. So I know it's really early, the 7 games into the season, but I think the Knicks are in the right direction. They're proving me wrong here every time, saying that this team has no chance. They're actually coming out with wins. So what's really been the big difference for the Knicks, aside from the play of RJ Barrett and Julius Randle? It's been the identity that Tom Thibodeau is trying to establish, and I think is establishing really well with the Knicks. And that is for them to be a really elite defensive team. And if you look at the numbers, that's exactly what they are, an elite defensive team. Look at this. They are fourth when it comes to opposition points per game, allowing only 104.7. Yes, I know you might tell me, come on, man, they're worst in the league in scoring. Doesn't matter, there are no expectations for the Knicks. So for them to be one of the elite defensive teams in the league, not just in the division. Yes, I'm talking about the league. That's really good. Their pace. This is expected because this is a Thibodeau team, 26 in the league. But how about 8th in defensive rating as well? Super good defensively. Number 1 right now. And this doesn't even include, this is according to Basketball Reference, this does not even include their game or their win today. This is just their first 6 games. Best when it comes to opponents' 3-point percentage. Their opponents are only shooting 29% from deep against them. Third when it comes to field goal percentage of their opponents. Opponents are shooting only 42.9% against them. So that really speaks volumes of the defense of the New York Knicks. And most importantly, when it comes again to points allowed, they are 4th, and they are also 8th in defensive rating. So of course, it also helps that even though Alec Burks is injured right now, guys have really been stepping up. Alfred Payton has really found a role here for them. Austin Rivers, coming back from the injury, has been playing well for them. And then the guys that are really expected to step it up for them, like Julius Randle, Double, 21 points, 10.5 boards, 7 assists. No one's talking about Julius Randle, but the guy is balling. And then RJ Barrett, even though he's been a little inconsistent, but 17.7 boards, 3.5 assists for your sophomore player. Not bad. Of course, you would like his percentages to go up, the 24% from 3 and the 37.5% from the field. But at least he's finding ways to still get buckets regardless. Okay, so, and then Mitchell Robinson. What I'm worried about Mitchell Robinson, maybe this is really what he is. A guy who won't score a lot. He will rebound, but he will get those block shots as well. So again, congratulations to Sir John Mangutara and to Papi Miguel Estepa as their New York Knicks are really balling. Hashtag New York forever. Let's see how it's going to go throughout this season. So that is it for our quick timer thoughts. Let's now go to our top plays of the night. Okay, so for our top plays, again, this is my very favorite segment. Start at number 5. At number 5, we have LUKA Magic. 1-1 against the Beard James Harden. LUKA, simple, just like Brogdon, but effective. Too easy for LUKA Doncic. Let's go to number 4. At number 4, look at this play. The rook to the vet. Tyrese Maxey from Kentucky, the first round pick of the Sixers, going to the veteran. And now, you can call this guy no longer the Superman. He's also a champ. Nice finish there by Dwight Howard. Now let's go to number 3. At number 3, look at the hustle by TJ McConnell and the surprise dunk by Doggy McBuckets McDermott. Oh my goodness. Dog McDermott has had these highlights, throughout his career, the surprise dunks ever since he was with the Bulls, and he can add this one to that list. Now let's go to number 2. At number 2, we have this play. Look at the block by Zion, and then saving it to B.I. Brandon Ingram with a nice lob, and Zion for the finish. Zion doing it all for the Pelicans. And at number 1, we have my favorite connection since the preseason, the dime dropper LaMelo Ball to Miles Bridges. Oh my goodness. What a jam from Miles Bridges as usual, and what a pass as well from the dime dropper LaMelo Ball. So those are the top plays of the night. Let's now go to the shout outs. Okay, so again, thank you to all our ever supportive sponsors. Yo and Yes, Snuggle Moments PH, many thanks as well to Quago T-shirt Printing Manila. Yes, yesterday they delivered already the Dropping Dimes podcast shirts that were won by 2 of my students during the Christmas party. Special shout out, of course, to them as well, Angel and also Jimmy Buckets. And then, of course, thank you also to Gift Mo PH and to Esquina, Cebu, and Lex, where all the Bellylicious lechon happens. Okay, so let's now go to this one. Okay, so again, for those who haven't done it yet, please click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so that you can follow all the episodes of the Dropping Dimes podcast by J.I. Dimes. Feel free to smash on the like button, leave a comment, and share the video as well. Again, this is the 13th episode of the Daily Dime series. Yes, sir. Let's just keep grinding all the time. So again, congratulations to Sir Johnmer and Papi Miguel Estepa. I'm really sure they're happy because of the way their Knicks have been winning. Okay, so with that, we'll see you on the next episode of the Dropping Dimes podcast, Daily Dime series. This is J.I. Dimes saying, continue proving me wrong. New York Knicks. Keep safe, everyone.